Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahushua,
Barakatah Yahushua,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahushua,
Barakatah Yahushua,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Barakah,
Barakah,
Kodash,
Kodash.
and divine to the apostles, the elders, and salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity.
And this lesson will be on who the Lord Firstborn, which is the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, Latinos, and everything, man, and how he chastised us with discipline, because we are his son, because we are all his portion, because we is his child, You're going to be there.
Oh, is which one now?
Yeah, it's 122.
Oh, you want that now?
Yeah, come.
Okay, I got another one for you.
All right.
This is Exodus 4, and start at verse 1 to 22.
22.
Come. Exodus 4:22, it says, and thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
Even my son, even my firstborn, You get good word? Okay, a lot of people think the Lord, is for everybody, He only does over one nation of people, which are the Israelites.
Bro, I got a quick one.
Go ahead.
Hey, this is Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord Yahweh thy power have chosen these to be a special people unto himself.
A special people unto himself, man. That sounds like racism to me, Our Lord's the bigger racist, because racism just means for your people.
That's right.
Which are the Israelites, a special people.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people upon the face of the earth, man. Israel, man.
Hey, bro, if I can add, and then it talks about that he chosen us. He chosen us going into the brother's lesson, that firstborn. Because that's actually what that means. When it talks about how the nation of Israel is the firstborn, meaning that we are that chosen nation, man.
Because we do everything better. We are the apple of his eye, Go on and deal with one group of people, man.
That's right.
You know, Psalm 147.
Okay. You still with the Deuteronomy 13 and 7?
Oh, yeah, you get that.
All right.
I can get this real quick.
Go.
Deuteronomy 14:2. For thou art an holy people to the Lord thy power, and the Lord hath chosen you to be a peculiar people to himself above all nations that are upon the earth.
It's plain and simple, man. Israel, man.
All right, this is Deuteronomy 32:7. Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy fathers, and he will show thee. Show thy elders, and they will tell thee. Verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Right, because it's a separation. We all come from Adam, but it's a separation here, man.
For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance, man. His firstborn, It's a separation, man. All the other nations, Chinese, Armenian, Japanese, the Africans, the so-called white man, then Israel, Israel is his firstborn. So tell me get Sawak 17.
You want to get it?
All right. I get it. It's Sawak 17 and starting at 17. It said, for in the divisions of the nations of the whole earth, he said a ruler over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion. You can't get around it, It said, whom being his firstborn, he nourished with discipline. Because we receive the law, statutes, and commandments, You got it?
I got one for you.
Right.
All right, this is Genesis 7:17, and this is Genesis 17:1. And when Abram was 90, Genesis 17:1. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, the Lord Yahweh appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the almighty power. Walk before me and be thou perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly. And Abram fell on his face, and the Most High talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but thy name shall be Abraham, for a father of many nations have I made thee, and I will make thee exceeding fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. This is the point. Verse 7, and I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee, and their generations for an everlasting covenant, to be a power unto thee, and to thy seed after thee.
God, you know, because Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you know, and Jacob's name will change to Israel, you know. That's it, man. So he would discipline us for going to break his law, statutes, and commandments, man.
God.
You know?
And being part of that chosen, you know, you have to understand, we receive the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what made us holy. You know, our holy nation compared to these other nations, they was not given the law, statutes, and commandments, only the nation of Israel.
Which one you want first?
Psalm 105.
All right, come. Psalm 105, verse 6. It says, O ye seed of Abraham his servant, ye children of Jacob his chosen.
He's chosen. He's always a chosen, you know.
He is the Lord our power. His judgments are in all the earth. He hath remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, which covenant he made with Abraham in his oath unto Isaac.
We just read that back in Genesis, you know. The scriptures, hey, the scriptures beautiful, man.
That's right.
The scriptures don't change. You know what the scriptures say? He changed not. You know.
And confirmed the same to Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant.
For an everlasting covenant, for a law, you know. Now you get Psalm 147.
It says Psalms 147 and 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes, and his judgment unto Israel. You have not dealt, you have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
Right, they have not known them, because we only know the Lord, you know, because we had his laws, statutes, and commandments, you know.
That's right. Amos 3:1. Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
O children of Israel, you know, he only talking to us, you know.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt. Okay, you know what? I think I got a link one, bro. Just to prove that, I want to say it's Jeremiah 33:1. Jeremiah 33. You know what? I don't. All right, back in the scripture. You only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Right, you know. It's just like your child act up in class with his friends, you ain't gonna whoop his friend ass, you know, you go discipline your own child for acting up, you know. Because that's your child, you know. So look back to Sirach 17:18, he said, whom being his firstborn, he nourished with discipline, and giving him the light of his love does not forsake him. Therefore all their works is the sun before him, and his eyes are continually upon their ways. None of their unrighteous deeds are hid from him, but all their sins are before the Lord, you know. Because he knows when we break the law, because the law was given to us, man. The other nations can't break the law, man. It wasn't given to them, man. You know? You got something?
I got one. For the families, it was Jeremiah 31:1. At the same time, said the Lord Yahweh, will I be the power of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people.
They should be my people, man. You know? This is like...
Close up.
Yes, no, so this lesson is going in how the Lord portioned his firstborn in Israel, you know, how he would discipline us We break his laws, statutes, and commandments. But in the kingdom of heaven, we not going to go off no more, you know?
You want to prove that right quick?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. Well, this is Hebrews 8 and 7.
Because the Lord was dealing with one nation of people, which are the Israelites, you know?
Yeah.
And mainly the chosen, the elect on this side, you know? Or Israel.
Yeah. Hey, Hebrews 8 and 7. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he said, Behold, the days come, said the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, said the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be my people. And they shall be to me a people.
Plain and simple, man. Because in the kingdom of heaven, we don't have the law, statutes, commandments in us, man. But we don't have to go off no more. But we don't have to sin no more. Because the wages of sin is death.
Right.
You know, death is seared, man.
Right.
That's why we're going to live forever, everlasting, you know. So we're going to have the law, statutes, commandments in us, man.
Yeah, literally, the Most High is going to give us a spiritually software. And, you know, and once you keep the law, statutes, commandments, what does the scripture say about that? Basically, that prolongs your life. You know, and the reason why we die at this time frame, because we in this weak flesh, and at the same time frame, through lust and desires and so on and so forth, we break the law, statutes, and the commandments.
God, what it say in Psalms, I think 82, I say, ye are gods, but you should die like men.
That's right.
Because we break the law, man. That's why, man. We are gods, you know, meaning powers, you know, judges.
Yeah, well, which proves that we were the hidden one. I mean, the fallen ones, you know.
All right, this is Sirach 36 and 6. It says, show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation, pour out wrath, take away the adversary, and destroy the enemy. Seek the time short, remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of fire, and let them perish that oppress the people. Smite us under the heads of the rulers of the heathen, that there is none other but we. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and inherit thou them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that is called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn.
Ooh, name that firstborn.
That's it.
That's,
Going into the chosen.
go ahead.
O be merciful to Jerusalem, thy holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful.
That's it, man.
That's it.
That's plain and simple,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, so with that, I'll be edified once again. We'll give our praises and glory to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem, Ba'ashem,
Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of great ministers on teaching the word. And we want to say peace and love to the elect of Israel. With that, shalom.
Shalom.